I'm so grateful to you all for being here and joining us this evening. I am really looking forward to, I just want to admit one or two others. I'm so grateful to have you all here this evening, and I am really, really looking forward to speaking with Natsumi and to welcoming her here. I was fascinated to discover, and I want to say thank you to Trina Hanlon, who introduced me to Natsumi and told me a little bit about her. And the reason I'm even more fascinated is because despite there being so many of us here who love the whole idea of complementary therapies and healing therapies and all of the wonderful areas using essential oils, and of course we have our own Maria Morgan and Barbara McAteer and a number of you who create wonderful products using essential oils. I don't know the first thing about them. And I know many of you do. Many of you are Reiki therapists and massage therapists and healers of all kind, but I know absolutely nothing. So I'm really pleased to introduce somebody who has a whole practice made out of using quality essential oils. And Natsumi will tell us a little bit about the particular brand she uses. It's not that we're promoting any brand, but it's just that Natsumi says that organic quality products are very, very important when it comes to this kind of thing. So there's so much to tell us about it, but Natsumi's own story is what I'm really interested in. How she ended up doing the work that she's doing here in Ireland is an epic story, a quest to bring healing to her own family, a quest which turned out to be something really important in her own recovery from cancer, and then her desire to be of service once she had learned everything there was to know, and to bring that kind of knowledge, healing, and information to so many more of us. Natsumi had a dream that she would live in Ireland, and she came here round about summertime last year, and that was a dream come true for her. So I'm really pleased to welcome her, a really hearty welcome to Natsumi here. You are so welcome, Natsumi. Will you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Thank you so much, Trina. So, good evening, ladies. Nice to meet you. I'm Natsumi from Japan. So yes, I had dreamed to live in Ireland. Even I never visited Ireland. So if you ask me why you came to Ireland, so my answer is that this essential oil brought me here. So tonight, I'm going to share this magical tools. So made my life beautifully changing.
Lovely.
So yes. So
thank you.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit.
You are fabulous, Natsumi. I don't want to interrupt you at all because I know that you have a lovely story to tell us. I mean, can you tell us what kind of little girl were you? What did you want to be when you grew up?
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to be like a ballet dancer.
Ah, lovely.
Musical star, I dreamed when I was 12 years old.
And did you do ballet? Did you do ballet class?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Lovely.
And you worked in musical as well. You work with music. You used to work with music in Japan.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that if you can.
Yes, I was not on the stage, but backstage. So I became like an assistant director.
Lovely.
Yeah. So then I had a chance to go to France and China, so to support the companies.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so my background is like that. But my parents wanted me to be a lawyer.
Aha!
Yeah, so I studied law, but I didn't go to that field.
My goodness. So you've actually studied a lot. You studied law, you studied music, You have obviously a lot more studies since then. So do you want to tell us about meeting your husband?
My husband, oh yeah, I have an Indian husband. So he is a businessman. So he formed a company in Japan and India and the US. So when he was in Japan, so I met him.
Lovely.
Oh,
And you went to live in India for a while, didn't you?
Yes, after married, so I moved to India. Then I live in India for 8 years.
Yes.
where you had an Italian restaurant, wasn't it?
Yes.
Wonderful. So you are Japanese, your husband is Indian, you're living in India, and you have an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
Fantastic. How did that happen? Do you love cooking, Natsumi?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I love to have a good food. So then, but in India, so I could not get nice bread. So like Ireland, like Japan. So then I started the bakery cafe.
Right.
Yeah. Then even though my pizza, so pizza dough is like a Italian, but topping is like some Japanese taste, like a teriyaki chicken pizza, like that.
Oh, that sounds heavenly.
It's like a combination. So yeah.
Wonderful.
And tell us about during COVID, what you did for cooking. During COVID, what were you doing online for cooking?
Yes. So in the COVID time, so people could not go out. So then what I did is that I invited the friends. Then okay, so Trina described in the email last night. So it's like I could smell the apple pie.
Yes.
So smell connects all the memories. So I asked my friends, where do you want to go? So some people said, I want to go Italy, I want to go Hawaii, I want to go to Paris. Okay, so then I cook the food with essential oils.
Amazing.
Then this smell goes to their brain. Then just zero point 0.2 seconds, then it's go to connect the memories.
Okay.
Yeah. So then people feel, oh, now we are in Hawaii
Mhm.
or Italy, like that. So that
Yes.
kind of lunch party, so I organized.
So how did you get that idea? I take it that you'd already discovered aromatherapy before
Mhm.
COVID then. So do you want to take us back a little bit too? Because
Yes.
one of the things that you did say was that there was a very chance encounter, almost serendipity, if you know, with somebody who was able to show you something about aromatherapy, and
Yes.
that changed your life, really.
Yes.
Do you want to? I'm going to let you tell the story of that if you'd like to, and how what you learned made such a difference in your family's life.
Okay, so when I became the mother of 3 children, so first son had a problem. So he has skin problems and food allergy, and he had asthma. So I was uh, going to find the natural solutions. So then I choose the aromatherapy. But in India, so I could not find the good grade essential oils. So then I was searching the purest essential oils in the world for 10 years. Then finally I found it. So that is 4 years ago. So in the COVID time, so I was in Japan. So my friend gave me bergamot. So one drop of this essential oils changed my life. So one drop of essential oil was so powerful I never experienced before. So pure. Then even she said, I can drink.
Goodness, really?
I was so surprised. And this bergamot has the meaning that, so Trina knows, this is the self-acceptance.
Right.
So I didn't know that kind of meanings, but it's deeply, so this essential oil went to my mind. So then I started to using these essential oils at home. Then miracle happens. So that time, so I didn't have much knowledge about the essential oils, but so it's just inspiration. I choose the one essential oils to purify the house. So then I started the diffusing all the room in the house. So my husband made a complaint. What the smell? Please stop. I don't like this smell. But I didn't stop it. Why? Because I knew that, so if you don't like such a some kind of essential oils, means it's like a kind of the showing the some block in my husband's mind. So I wanted to know what he has. So that time, so my husband was in depression. So then always he has fear. But for what he has fear? So I did a little bit counseling. Then so I found out that so he has fear that how much money he earned, so he feels it's not enough, or somebody may take that kind of fear. Then his reality also just like that. So people come to him for money. Then always some trouble happens. So I did diffusing for 2 weeks. So then what happened was all the people so who came to my husband for money, so all gone.
My goodness.
Yeah. So that happened. Then I asked him, so do you want to continue this business for another 10 years? What was your dream when you were a child? What is your joy? What kind of life you want to live? So with essential oils, then I did counseling. So then he answered, I want to do just playing golf and trading. Okay. I said, so please do that. Then, so he's like he started to enjoy his life. Then now, so he's super fine.
That is an amazing story. Amazing. And you seem to be very intuitive. Do you know intuitive where you followed that instinct, knew how to use the oils, you knew how to draw out from your husband the real truth, the essence of what was going on inside him, and in some way that changed the environment around him and the people who were coming to him, causing that fear. That is a really powerful thing, isn't it?
Yes.
I
Mhm.
think Natsumi also, you started healing your own body first. You know,
Yes.
before your husband, you were first to heal, and then it was like a pebble dropped into water, it just rippled out because your cancer and your mom, you know, all the things you had to go through that that helped you. I know my personal experience when I met Natsumi, it was a smelling oil, and she told me that I had the choice to accept forgiveness and accept abundance, and it just worked. It just clicked. And then she gave me oils to use afterwards, but it definitely is. I've never experienced anything like that ever before.
And Trina, were you, because I know that you are a holistic therapist yourself, and I know that you have a lot of different kind of what would you say, modalities of holistic practices you do. Did you use essential oils in any of these yourself up until that point?
Never, no, no, never, because my belief was that you had to have, you know, another training course to do this, that
Yeah.
it wasn't accessible for the ordinary people, that you
Mm,
had to really make sure you knew what you were doing, which you do.
mm.
But I think with these oils, they actually educate you how to use them, and there's a lot of care and duty, you know, in using them. But they're
Okay.
very, very powerful. Since meeting Natsumi, I've taken on one of her therapies, which I use, and it's just unbelievable. My main problem is trying to get people up off the bed when they've had a massage to get them out the door, because they just crash out. And it's aroma touch massage. I've never experienced. I went to have one with Natsumi, but I have never experienced anything like that before. It's when somebody has something that's bothering them and you go for talk therapy or counseling, it can stay in your head, whether the smell and the breath, it just changes things within a minute or
Mm,
less. It's very
amazing.
powerful.
Mm.
It's like a
Yeah.
shift, an energy shift very quickly.
So it's a rapid uh, frequency change. Now that's really
Absolutely.
interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting about that.
Mhm.
And so, if you want to change and Natsumi, forgive me because you've spoken at length, and you've also been training, Trina, if you don't mind me saying, in some
Mm.
of the practices. So, thank you for allowing me to speak with Trina on this one.
Right,
And
okay.
it's her experience I'm checking in on. Please forgive my voice; it's not doing great. But Trina, I da, 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 da. Oh yeah. So I'm sorry. So busy talking there, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. But you have been doing some of the work that you've been doing with Natsumi. Do you feel that it's more effective than other things that you've been doing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a very immediate reaction.
Right.
Very just, and it's very gentle,
Uh-huh.
and the fact it's non-verbal, it's not invasive, it's just very powerful. And it's something that, like, for example, there's a friend I know whose daughter has terrible anxiety issues, but I know that she's not ready for counseling, she's not ready, but she just needs some tool that she can use to get her from A to B. And just even having something that she can smell, it just changes something in her brain to get her to be able to move forward.
Well, that's very, very well put. Thank you, Trina, for doing that. So, what you're actually saying, and Asumi, you'll be able to tell me this as well about your own story, because Trina mentioned there that you had a really, what would we say, a very special end of life experience with your mum as a result of your knowledge of this. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Because obviously, at that time in your mum's life, she wasn't going to be able to communicate very much with you, or able to even receive, I suppose, communication from you. But how did you use essential oils at that time? Because so many of us here would have an experience of that, and it'd be interesting to hear what you have to share.
Yes. So after I received these essential oils, so after the 3 months, so my mother passed away. So then actually she had cancer, so stomach cancer in stage 4. So then doctor said it's like she can survive for 6 months, but I could not believe that because so I use these pure essential oils, then I feel it's like sharpen my sense. So then I just canceled all my work. Then I went to my mother's place. then that was in the COVID time, so I could not meet my mom in the hospital. So then I asked my mom, so what do you want to do? So then she wants to be discharged. Then she wants to stay at home. Okay, so I prepared quickly. Then next day, so she discharged. So then what I did was the aroma touch. So she
Touch.
aroma touch is a therapy. So just now Trina mentioned. So it's applying the 8 kind of essential oils on the spine and back feet. That's very simple therapy and anyone can do. So she could not move her body, but so every time so I changed her diapers, so I apply her back.
Right.
And so one more thing that so in the hospital, so she got a diaper rash, so bad. And I used lavender and tea tree and coconut oil. Then I just applied. So in 2 days, so all rash gone.
Goodness. Yes.
So doctor also surprised. Then she had a peaceful time. So even doctor said so she cannot eat food from the mouth, but she did. So she could say, so I want to eat this, I want to eat that, so that I could serve that food to her. Then after 1 week, so she passed away in my arms peacefully.
Very good.
Then even after she died, so I could do the angel care. So I cleaned her body. So and she loves rose essential oils.
Yes.
So I apply the rose essential oils full body. Then I did to make makeup on her. So that kind of treatment so I could do. So that is the so every time so I smell the rose, so all it's connected to the memory with my mom.
Yes. Yes, you made that a very rich experience, and you were very much a part of the tender care of your mum at that stage. And that's amazing. And then and thank you for sharing that with us. It's so, it's such a lovely story of real contact with your mum at that stage. You were able to bring, you subsequently had cancer. You had a cancer diagnosis as well. And how do you mind sharing how you used the aromatherapy oils for yourself, or the essential oils, in your own care?
Yes. So after my mom passed away, so exactly after 6 months, so same day I found the cancer in the spine. So then I got some strange pain. Then when I applied lavender or copaiba, so pain reduced. So then usually, so I'm like, okay, this much pain I can manage. I don't need to go to doctor. So I was like that. But that time, so it's my sense tells me that so better to go to doctor than find out what's the problem. Then I do the self-care.
Yes.
So then I went to doctor, but in the town, so his doctor said, so I cannot take care of this. You are very serious problem. Then I went to another doctor. Then third doctor in the big hospital. So they found out the tumor, so quite big, and my cancer stage was 3B. So then I had to do the surgery.
Yes.
But I thought why I got cancer. So what's the reasons? So then I found out The one is the emotions, then one is the food habits. So these
Okay.
two reasons.
Right.
So then food habit is like I'm like I love meat and some things or less vegetables before. And so especially the lack of minerals cause the cancer.
Okay.
Okay, then if only this is the reason, so I take minerals. That's very simple. But I have to work on the emotions. So every organ has their typical emotions. So for example, like our kidney has some anger stays in the kidney like that. So then I reflect my life. So I think I didn't live my life by the time so I got cancer.
Yes.
So yes, so I had to live just like a role. So mother of 3 children, so daughter of my mom and my husband wife.
Yes.
So I even some things I really don't want to do, but so I never asked me. So like, are you really willing to do this? I never asked me. Just I was doing. So I thought it's my duty.
Yes.
So then cancer taught me. So that's not my way. I could say no.
Wow. Yes. And so many, I think perhaps women in particular do find it hard to say no, particularly when they're happy to be responsible for their children and to be a co-parent and a happy wife and that. But there's so many other things. We get that all mixed up, don't we? And we don't know where we end and everything else begins, and we don't know how to protect that space for ourselves. Thank you so much for sharing that as well, because so you were through careful working through all of that. And let's be very straight about it. You going to the doctor was the very, very important first step that you made in all of that. You actually have a slide presentation for us here this evening, and you do talk about the sort of levels of responsibility of care of ourselves and of others, and how we can use the essential oils in our self-care and in our wellness. And so I'd like to put you in complete charge of that. You can screen share onto us and bring us through that story that you've prepared for us. Is that
So this essential oil brought the positive changes. So I received a gift, like a happy relationships with my families and friends, and healthy and vitality, and calm consciousness I received. So then this is the before after. So I hope people laugh. If so, my looks also with change. So this change is like I think my mind changed a lot.
okay? What changes do you see, Natsumi? What are the changes that you see in that?
Yes, I see the smile on my face and more relaxing.
Okay.
I live with joy every day.
Okay. So you see a joyous, happy person in the present, and you were unwell in 2021, were you? Was that during? Was 2021 when you were ill?
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that time, so cancer must be in me. I
Yeah.
didn't notice.
Okay.
Hmm. Yes. So what is the essential oils? Mhm. So maybe some of you may use essential oils, but this is the volatile aroma compound extracted from the flower petal, leaves, stem, seed, roots, fruit peel, bark.
Resin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then to use the essential oils, so I recommend you to choose the pure essential oils because so many grades are there. So if you want to receive the medical benefit, so please choose the therapeutic grade.
Yes.
So, yes, so just for the relaxation and the massaging, so it's like a lower grade also fine. But please make sure that so kind of behind the essential oil bottle, so science should be there and all the information should be there open or public.
Mm-hmm.
In this field, so many companies like not open 100%.
Oh,
So,
they're not 100%. Yes, I get
mm,
it. Yes.
even they said organic or something, so we don't know.
Okay, so you feel
Mm,
that you have done a lot of research, and you did say that, and you did find that this particular brand, which is why you are happy to stand over it, you use it, the doTERRA brand, is a high grade, organic, um, well produced product. Okay.
yes, they take care of the farmers' emotions
Okay. Oh, that
also.
sounds good.
Yes, so happy mind them grow their plants.
Yes, and everybody benefits.
Yes.
It's like the fair trade. It's like fair trade.
For trade, yes, isn't it? Uh-huh.
Mm.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's called the co-impact sourcing. So even farmers get benefit and so user also get benefit,
Yes.
pure essential oils.
Okay.
So it's very pure, that's why it's very easy to use. So I can smell directly from the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So normally, so that is some grade of the essential oil, so you cannot do like this.
Okay.
Mm. And so you can apply directly.
Mm-hmm.
Even you can use for the babies and the senior persons. It's very safe.
Okay.
And so you can use for cooking too.
So it's safe to swallow.
Mm.
Are all of the oils safe to consume, to take into, to swallow? Are all of them safe to do that with?
So actually not all. So it's like some of them. So for example, like orange families, lemons,
Yeah.
peppermint also fine.
Mm. Okay.
So it's almost items are like USA's so FDA.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's how to say it's safe to
It's
drink.
safe to swallow. Yes, I understand. Yes.
Yes. So then what I do is the empty so vegetable capsule. So I can just put it, then I can make the, how to say, capsule.
Capsule.
Oh,
Yes.
capsule,
Fine.
yeah, capsule,
Yeah,
yeah.
fine.
Yes.
Yes.
So when you feel something sick and
Ah, they can
can,
swallow the whole capsule. Yes.
Yes,
Yes, I
yes.
got you. Okay.
like
So that's interesting. There are three ways of taking it. You can either it's an aroma you can inhale. It's a topical. You can rub it on your skin, or you can consume it. Okay, so that's lovely. It's good to know. Thank you.
very simple, so easy to do
Uh-huh.
at home. So then this is the how to go to your system.
Uh-huh.
So if you smell, so just 0.2 seconds, then it's directly goes to the limbic system. So this is the big things. So now, so it's like in this world is the full of chemical smells, I feel.
Mm,
So something like washing soaps and softeners,
yes.
so some sprays,
Mhm.
even perfumes, all chemical in.
Yeah, and some
So then,
diffusers and the plugins, the air fresheners that
Mm.
we plug in, they're yes, some of them are really hard.
yes. So that kind of smell also goes to the brain.
Yeah.
So that smell is that this chemical is like give the damage to brain. So then, so we can purify the air around you. Then, so we can heal our brain.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm. So essential oil is the brain care.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
connected to emotion care.
Connected to emotion.
Mhm.
Very good. Okay.
Then if you smells then go to the brain, then same time so it goes to your lungs also.
Yes.
Then through the skin, so it goes to the cell. Then circulate over the body for 2 hours, then it will go.
Okay.
Mm. Then it will reach the necessary place, like organs.
So back to the bergamot for depression, it's when you
Mm.
smell it, it can change the chemicals in our own bodies.
Right.
Mm. Okay. So then this is we call the wellness pyramid. So even the pure essential oils has the one how to say weak point.
Uh-huh.
Mm. So what is this was the no nutrition.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, even you can drink, but you cannot get vitamin C or something like that.
Yes, I understand.
Yes. So then, so we should eat right. Then we do exercise.
Hmm.
Then, so healthy body accept the more benefit from the essential oils.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes.
Yes. So then I'm like coaching the healthy lifestyle from the nutrition based and essential oil. So then essential oils work for your rest and manage the stress. Even if you use when you go to bed, so your sleep quality is better. Then before going to the doctor, so you can do something at home. So today, so I received a call from my friend. So her son got fever. So what to do?
Yes.
So Yes, but before, so I shared the peppermint with her. So I told her, so apply the peppermint back feet.
On the soles of the feet.
Yes.
Yes. And this was to break her son's fever.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yes. So before doctor, so mother can do many things at home.
Yes, yes, exactly. So what you're saying is that you're empowering the mother to
Yes.
take care of her children within the home, uh,
Yes.
and obviously then you check with the doctor if you still feel that the child needs more care or some other diagnosis.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Because after I received this essential oils, so my three children didn't meet doctor at all.
Really?
Yes.
That's a great, that's wonderful.
Mm.
So thanks to this essential oil, so I could save my time, my money.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And keep your children really healthy.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Very good. And so this is so I mean I love this pyramid. I think it's one we can all use, in relation to, almost any part of our lives, is that if we're eating right and we're exercising, we're resting well, we're hydrating, um, and we reduce the toxic load. That's quite an interesting one, really. Many of us are only beginning to become aware of the
Mm.
toxic load, because we're sort of going through our lives assuming that more or less everything that's in our environment is fairly good, other than perhaps the fumes of petrol and that kind of thing. But there's a lot more, as you've just said. It's the chemicals around our house, the things we clean our home with, the things we burn, candles and that kind of thing. All of those things we've got to take into account. So you have the arrow there, that's lifestyle. That's for us really to manage ourselves, and your essential oils play a very big part in all of that. And so after that, the next step is informed self-care and proactive medical care. Do you want to say a little bit about that?
Yes. So
Natsumi would use a lot of natural products like toothpastes and hand wash. Everything in Natsumi's house is pure. There's no chemicals in the cleaning products or in her bathroom. Everything's very pure. So for young children or anybody or older people, it's very healthy.
Wonderful.
Mm.
Yes, yes. And it's really adopting that lifestyle and informing yourself of, what's available to replace what you think you need, such as the toothpaste, um, and cleaning products, etc. So that's very good. Um, Elaine has said something. Excuse me one second. Elaine said, I had a powerful aroma vision reading with Natsumi. Highly recommended the experience for anyone. Thank you, Elaine. We'll hear about that now in a moment. Thank you. Okay, Natsumi, back to you.
okay. Oh. This
And thank you. And so it's worthwhile, anybody who wants to make a, do you want to leave that back up there for a little while? Anybody who wants to make a note, or Trina or Elaine or Jeff, pop in Natsumi's contact details for me, please, into the chat box. Thank you. If that's possible, if that's something you can do. If
Mhm.
not, look, I'll be sending out details anyway afterwards, so you'll all get any details you need. So, Natsumi, thank you for showing us a little bit more about the uses of aromatherapy. I really didn't understand any of this at all. Certainly understood very little about essential oils. You talked there a little bit about bergamot and what it might do, about peppermint oil, about the citrusy oils and their uses. So there's really a lot to learn about these things. So how do you help people learn more about aromatherapy or essential oils?
So I have a class for the natural solutions class or aromatherapy class, basic class and advanced class.
And you teach people about the different kinds of essential oils in that class and what they can do and how they benefit a wellness program. That
Yes.
Yes, yeah. I'm quite fascinated also in the fact, though, that you said earlier that the essential oils, um, when we resist the smell, when the aroma is something that we find maybe not so pleasant or isn't really sitting well, that in actual fact there may be some blockage within us that is trying to open. And that's a very interesting thing. Do you have courses that teach people about that, or that work with people on those levels? Yeah.
Yes, so I have the tools. So one self-discovery sessions, so that I can say like your nature and your talent and your like biological rhythm. So then if you receive this, so you know so how to treat yourself. So that kind of brief. Then,
I mean,
so you may understand, but more so you take this information deep in you. So I use the Aroma Vision Reading.
right. Okay. And is that perhaps what Elaine was talking about? Please forgive me, my voice is actually going at this stage. Trina, if you'd like to ask the questions, I'm going to let you
Yeah.
do that. And I
Okay.
also want to, what we need to do is know what your some of your services are, and you've got a cooking aroma course as well. And also, then you're going to end this evening with a beautiful 3-card reading, which I'm really interested in you doing too. So we have about 7 or 8 minutes left. And I'm going to thank everybody. I literally cannot talk anymore. And so I'm really sorry. I'm going to ask you, Trina, if you could possibly continue from here, if that's okay. And if
Yes, of
anybody
course.
has any questions, please put them into the chat box, or open your mic, okay? Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Trina. Thank you very much. Yeah. So Natsumi, do you want to say any more about the Aroma Vision course, or about which would you like to speak about first?
Pet aroma. Oh yeah, sorry, my son said so. my aromatherapy is good for pets. I
Yes,
forgot to mention.
it does. It transfers to everybody. Everyone in the house, animals as well. Animals, I think, absorb a lot of our negative emotions, so it's important that they get calmed as well. So where can we find you? Like, we'll put your phone number up on the details. And then I met you at a wellness day in New Bay in Wexford town. And that's how I met you. But where would other people meet you? Do you go to a lot of other wellness events, or are you working from home now? I know you work full time as well as do this job. You've 2 jobs. But if somebody wanted to contact you for an aroma vision reading or for aroma touch massage, is it weekends, or when suits you best to offer them, or nighttime, or what time is best?
Yeah, so weekdays, so it's after 3 o'clock or weekend. So in Aklo or anywhere you like, I can bring the bed.
So you can travel. That's good. Very good. And I know you have done a little sort of bio about, what you do and your prices and everything. So that we'll put that information in the end as well for people to contact you.
Oh yeah. So that one, okay, Ellen.
Would
So
anyone
share
like to
my
ask a question? Yes, thank you, Natsumi. Does anybody have any questions? They're terribly shy, Natsumi, sometimes, aren't they just? Very shy.
Can I ask a question, Mary?
Oh, Mary, fire away. Thank you.
Yeah, I have very severe reactions to some of the essential oils, particularly the citrus and the lemons. And
Okay.
I would love to be able to use them all, but I feel quite sick and dizzy if if I smell them. What does that mean?
maybe so I have to check that how pure.
Oh yes, yes.
Yes.
They may be impure. They may be impure.
Then
But
you detect something chemical inside, because I am like that.
yes,
I get headache.
yeah. That,
So
So
that's
do
it.
you, sorry, Mary, I'm jumping in. Natsumi, do you think it's possible that Mary's essential oils are not pure, that there's something that's causing that reaction in Mary?
yes, it's possible. Yeah.
I don't think they were doTERRA. In fact, I know they weren't. I never heard of that particular brand before.
Okay.
So
doTERRA are very pure, but very expensive. They're not. They are expensive, but they are good quality. Natsumi, you know the book you have with the emotions. Would lemon have something? Have you got that book near you? Would
Oh,
lemon
yeah.
have something in that for Mary?
Lemon. Just 1 second. What is
Or you could give it to her later.
yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
okay?
you could put it up later because
Yeah, I will share with you.
you had given me different things. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that I would be delighted to know about that, because I would love to use them. But oh,
Mary, can you see Natsumi's telephone numbers there in the chat box? If you want to send her a text afterwards, I'm
I,
sure she won't mind
I
that. Yeah.
okay, thank you.
But that's a very interesting question you've asked. People will have, particularly if it's as powerful as you say, Natsumi, there will be a lot of people with a lot of questions, because so many of us have, issues, not necessarily ones that we would see the doctor for all of the time. I mean, for example, I know a number of people who suffer intermittent headaches. And it would be really interesting to get to the bottom of those. They're not something a doctor's necessarily,
Oh.
spend a lot of time with, and you don't want to keep taking medication for things either. If there's an emotional connection to issues, it would be really interesting to explore those things and those areas as well. And so I think what you've opened up for us is another door for us to look into, to see how we can empower ourselves to take care of ourselves as much as possible, and to inform ourselves on what might be available that is non-harmful, that is actually sympathetic to ourselves emotionally and physically and mentally and spiritually, and environmentally around us as well. So thank you very much for bringing so much information to us this evening. We're actually running out of time now, everybody, and I'd be happy to pass on Natsumi's contact information. And Trina, I want to say thank you so much as well for bringing Natsumi to us, and for helping us out here as well this evening, and for opening that door for us. And I'm really excited for you, because I'm looking forward to where you're going to take this information and knowledge and new skill, and how you're going to use it in your own practices as well. And for any of you out there who are healers or are working in the area of holistic wellness, I'd love to hear back from you more about how you are using aromatherapy, essential oils, and what you experience in this way. So Natsumi, we hope you'll keep in touch with us and come back and share more with us. And certainly, I want to wish you the very best of luck. You are so welcome in Ireland, bringing all of your wonderful skills and your beautiful knowledge, and bringing us this, particularly to this Wise Woman Circle. So thank you so much for that. And so we'll end the evening, if it's okay with everybody, with Natsumi, who is going to bring us 3 cards. And I'm going to leave you to it, because you have a very interesting deck of cards, haven't you?
Yes. I have the sacred aroma card. So yes.
I've never heard of this. That sounds fantastic. The sacred aroma cards. Thank you.
So
Okay.
okay, let me choose the 2 cards for you.
3 cards, 1, 2, and 3. And so each of us will think of a number for ourselves, and then you can tell us what the cards are. Thank you.
Did you decide?
Thank you. Yes.
This card.
Sweet marjoram, warmth,
Marjoram.
warmth and softness.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So if you choose this one,
Number 2, we've got bergamot, release and gain.
and self-acceptance. Then last one,
Patchouli, shamanic healing.
So I will tell the details. Just one. So, okay, first bergamot. First, sweet marjoram is the warmth and softness. Means it's like so find the light in you. And day by day, so you will get warm and you are going to be strong and gentle. So second, bergamot is the message is release and gain. So what are you searching for long? Please ask yourself. So you are okay. You are ready to go. That's the message. So last, patchouli. Patchouli is a shamanic healing. So it's something magical will happen soon.
Oh,
So please trust yourself. Please be centered in yourself. So it's like a more creativity is coming from your inside. So that's the message.
They are great messages. Love that deck. Can you get that deck of cards anywhere? Is that something people can send away for, or they might find in a bookstore?
This one I brought from Japan.
Ah,
Yeah, so it's
okay,
in Japanese. So
beautiful. Well, yes, I know. I'm being told to say Amazon here. I'm leaving that with you all. You can decide for yourselves what you'll do. And thank you very much, guys. Natsumi, you have so many people saying thank you so much and for bringing this fascinating information to people. Lots of people making notes and writing frantically, and just the wonderful subject. So again, everybody, thank you so much for being here this evening and for bringing your beautiful presence. I absolutely love when people join us live, because when you may not realize it, but the energy, even though we're all behind screens, the energy of when we're all here together is actually felt by all of us. And I know certainly our special guest does feel that energy too. It's very important. And so we really, really appreciate you being here live. It's so good of you. And Trina, thank you very, very much for helping out this evening and for bringing
Thank you.
this to life.
I forgot to say, Natsumi taught me how to make creams. She makes creams, she makes makeup, she makes candles. So she runs classes. That's another string to her bow I forgot to mention.
It's a great
Thank
idea.
you.
I was actually saying just before we were chatting, before we started, that, there's lots of ideas now for hen parties and the sort of pre-wedding get-togethers, and some of them are about making things, you know, whether it's jewelry or candles or whatever. It would be lovely to do something like essential oil, you know, making the creams and the
A healthy hen.
a healthy hen.
Healthy
It's a
hen,
happy
yeah.
hen. Good. Thanks, Trina. That's really good.
Oh.
And look, thank you guys so much, everybody, and especially to you, Natsumi, for coming and joining us this evening. And I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. I'll be in touch fairly soon. We have a very interesting woman coming to speak to us, a writer who spent a number of years with her husband researching an astounding book, which has a foreword written by the Dalai Lama. I just knew it. And so she's going to come and talk to us about this and her whole adventure into the research, into the knowledge that she gained, into working with her husband, and into her contact with the Dalai Lama again at the end of having worked on the book. So I'm really looking forward to bringing her to us. Thank you, everybody, so much. And we'll see you next time. And Natsumi, thank you so very much indeed. You were so good to us. Take care,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.
Mind yourself, Trina.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thanks a
so
million.
much.
Bye bye.